And it actually describes a place where they camp. And if you just do the cubic footage or the cubic mileage of the place, you would need to hold all the people, you would need like skyscrapers, like apartments in Japan, okay, to get everybody in there. It just can't work.
Any comments on the number of people that were involved in the Exodus? Was it millions, or do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Again, listen to the podcast, the Exodus series. We go over all this in mind-numbing detail. That's what we do in the podcast. We specialize in mind-numbing detail. The short, we do. Yep. The short answer is I don't think we're dealing with millions and millions of people. You know, mathematically, again, you got to listen to the podcast because there are some good ways to illustrate the problem. I reference in those episodes an article by a friend of mine named Dave Fouts, who did his dissertation on large numbers in the Old Testament. And specifically, this is part of the problem. There are different solutions to the large numbers, but I actually kind of like where he lands. And that is large numbers based on Akkadian parallels were a deliberate literary device designed to glorify the victory of the deity. And so it's not that the references are unhistorical. Okay, there were lots of people there. But you would, if you were writing history according to the conventions of the day, you would write it in such a way that the numbers would get inflated, okay, like that. And everybody would know what you're doing. Let me give you one illustration. If you lined up 2 to 3 million people, okay, like you know the conga line thing, okay, like if you just lined them up, it would take like X number of days to go past a given point. Like, okay, count everybody that goes past that rock. Okay, like 3 days later, the last one goes. And the narratives conflict with that. They just don't work. There are places in the route where the pass is too narrow. It'd be like Larry, Moe, and Curly trying to get through the doorway at the same time, you know, running into each other. It just literally can't work in the days that are part of the itinerary, you know, part of the description. So you just run into things like that. There's a passage in Deuteronomy that says Israel was the least of 7 or 8 nations in the area. That means there's like 7 more that are bigger than them. And it actually describes a place where they camp. And if you just do the cubic footage or the cubic mileage of the place, you would need to hold all the people. You would need like skyscrapers, like apartments in Japan, okay, to get everybody in there. It just can't work, okay? And so scholars have known this for years, and they've you know, there's a way to say, well, Eleph, the word for 1,000, can also mean a chieftain. That's true. And if you do that semantic substitute, it drops the number down a lot, okay, to where it's workable. But the problem with that approach is that not every place where Eleph occurs really lends itself to that substitution. So does it work or not? Do we care or not? Do we go with it anyway? But you know, he has, again, Fouts has a different approach to it.